Let's talk about Justin Martyr. And I want to connect Justin Martyr with the teachings of Philo. And that is easy to do. But first of all, I want to mention the book, The Fathers, by Pope Benedict XVI. And this is at the back cover. It says, the origins of the church, referring to the Catholic Church, are due to St. Clement, Bishop of Rome, St. Ignatius of Antioch, Origen of Alexandria, St. John Chrysostom, St. Basil, St. Gregory Nazianzus, and on and on. These illustrious church fathers are the first and second generations of the church following the apostles. It is upon their backs that the church's journey through history is established and solidified. So there's no doubt that the Roman Catholic Church believes that the Apostolic and Ante-Nicene Fathers were the founders of the Catholic Church. And it is sad when I listen to Protestants or anyone who is not Catholic teaching on the Apostolic and Ante-Nicene Fathers and giving them credit. I am astonished at their ignorance, because the Catholic Church, they grow stronger when Protestants teach on the Apostolic and Ante-Nicene Fathers in a positive way. Nonetheless, I want to talk about Justin Martyr for now and connect him to Philo of Alexandria. The first Apostolic and Ante-Nicene Fathers, the earliest ones, they started teaching that not only was God over all things, but there was another God secondary to him, and then with the Holy Spirit, that was three. This is what the Apostolic and Ante-Nicene Fathers were teaching, and Justin Martyr was no exception. He says, he is a power of the ineffable Father and not the mere instrument of human reason. Listen to this, page 219. He pre-existed and submitted to be born a man. And it says, what I say that there is, and that there is said to be, another God and Lord subject to the maker of all things. Page 223. He who is said to have appeared to Abraham and to Jacob and to Moses, and who is called God, is distinct from him who made all things numerically. So there he is talking about two gods. And my point is that all the Apostolic and Ante-Nicene Fathers, in order to teach the Trinity, they had to start off by teaching that there was more than one God. In other words, they were not monotheists. They violated that, and they were polytheists. It says on page 227 that God begat before all creatures a beginning, who was a certain rational power proceeding from himself, who is called by the Holy Spirit now the glory of the Lord, now the Son, again wisdom, again an angel, then God, and then Lord and Logos. Notice that Justin Martyr explains the teachings of Philo of Alexandria. He calls the Son that he pre-existed and that he was the glory of the Lord and wisdom and Logos, and that he was God. So he was teaching that from God emanated another God, which was a second God. You still don't agree with me? Just watch this, page 228. From which we can indisputably learn that God conversed with someone who was numerically distinct from himself and also a rational being. This is all Justin Martyr teaching on the second God. And this is the way they had to start the Trinity. They couldn't just say that the Trinity was God expressing himself, because that would have not been what Philo taught. Philo taught at the beginning that he heard a voice that told him that in God there were two other powers that live with him. Powers. And so throughout the Apostolic Fathers, you'll find them talking about the powers. But now they put the Son as one of the powers, and they put the Holy Spirit as the other power. This is how they did it. And I believe it's very important for us to know these things in order to connect the Apostolic Fathers to Philo of Alexandria. At the beginning, I showed you this book by Pope Benedict XVI. You might be wondering, why did I do that if I'm just talking about Justin Martyr? Well, Pope Benedict says on page 20, the story foretells the crucial episode in Justin's life. At the end of a long philosophical journey, a quest for the truth, he arrived at the Christian faith. He founded a school in Rome where, free of charge, he initiated students into the new religion considered as the true philosophy. Indeed, in it he had found the truth, hence the art of living virtuously. So in Pope Benedict's own words, he's saying that Justin Martyr was a Catholic that went to Rome to spread the Catholic message. And that was very early. And most of the Christians back then were monarchian, or they believed in only one God, and that Jesus was the Son of God, but he was also God. But they didn't count him as two. They said that Jesus was the expression or the manifestation of God, the mystery of godliness. But as for the Catholics, when they started, just like Justin Martyr, they spread the new religion and the new philosophy. The one that even Ignatius called the new religion when they were talking about the mother of God. So I leave you with that. Was Justin Martyr speaking from Philo's teachings? Was he giving out this information from himself, or did he take it from Philo? The answer is clear. He took it from Philo of Alexandria. And the Logos that Philo taught, that was the second entity that came from God. So Justin Martyr is a great example of how the Apostolic Fathers were connected to Philo.